we argue every day on who is the better player, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. I know it's been done a trillion times on YouTube and other platforms, but
I think people are sick of it, man.
People are sick of it. But my thing is, this is my argument. We have to change the narrative for us as as people from our culture, right? Black culture. We have to change what we look at as greatness. It can't just be putting the ball in the basket. Because we have so many issues, it has to be off the court as well.
Okay.
It can't just be on the court. If you can just put the ball in the basket, you're making trillions of dollars and you're not doing anything for the community that you came from or came out of, then how great are you? Right?
Okay.
So my argument is Michael Jordan can't be the greatest because of what he's not done off the court. Because of what LeBron's done on the court. And he's not even done yet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Some would argue he's still getting better. On the court. So for what he's done so far on and off the court, I would have to call him the greatest of all time. Why do you disagree with that?
First of all, let me say this. I grew up in the 90s.
Me too.
Watching Michael Jordan do his greatness, destroy everybody, stopping people from getting rings. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Barkley. Sorry, Ewing. Sorry, Malone. Twice. Gary Payton. John Stockton. I'm sorry.
None of them. Ain't none of them.
All of them Hall of Famer. All of them Hall of Famers, man.
Ain't none of them can shoot like Steph.
Listen, that's not the same.
Or KD. Or Clay.
Listen.
Any one of those guys you name can shoot like Steph, KD, or Clay.
It was not needed back in the day.
I'll wait.
It was not needed. It was not needed.
It was not needed.
It was a different game. No, it was not
Was
needed.
any of them a better shooter than Mike?
It was not needed. If it came to that, they would have became those shooters in the 90s. But they didn't need that. It was a different game.
But it doesn't matter.
You know that.
They were better shooters. But anyway, let me just plug this real quick. Every podcast, we're gonna highlight what we're drinking, from what culture it came. I don't know what culture this came from, but this is sugar
maple. Yeah, sugar maple
from New York State, right? I don't know where upstate, whether it's Syracuse or Albany, but
there you go. You know what I mean?
every podcast we're gonna be drinking something.
So
new.
sugar maple, you know what to do now.
Yeah, you gotta send us a goddamn check.
You know what to do now. Let me finish my thought on Jordan, man. Grew up in the 90s, stopped everybody, all these Hall of Famers, from getting rings. Jordan, you want to bring in the outside the court thing, you know what I'm saying?
Outside the court thing.
Okay, well,
go ahead, bro.
What do you want to do? You said okay.
I said the standard has to change.
The standard has to change. Okay, I'm gonna admit Jordan was not LeBron James is a way better human being than Jordan. Way better when it comes to
community
service and awareness of our community and what needs to be done. Jordan didn't choose to do that. He was just content with.
No, he was on the other side. He was like.
I don't think he was on the other side. I think he kept away from
politics.
All the politics. That's where people get it confused. Not everybody's going to be outspoken politically and be associated with political issues. Man. If they decide to do that, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? I understand the community needs leaders and role models to step outside of basketball and have a role of leadership and all that stuff. But if you decide not to be associated with that, are you at fault? Like, are you a villain for that? If you decide not to,
you can't be considered.
Like, I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna get my rings and then just, you know what I'm saying, just don't do me. I don't want to be associated with no political shit. Plus, in the 90s, shit wasn't that crazy anyway. Like now, we actually had a surplus in the 90s. I don't know if you know that. Politically, we had a surplus under Clinton. We had a surplus. That means the country was doing very well. You know what I'm saying? So
the country, but your community was doing better.
I understand
than they're doing now.
But politically, it has some effect. When the country does well economically, everybody's not that upset. Everybody's people are a little more kind of like laid back. Unemployment is down. Blah blah. So I understand, but the because of all the political stuff that's been happening with the killing of black men and with the kneeling and
but it was happening in the 90s too.
It's more appropriate for people to come to be more outspoken now and have a platform where they could just be more outspoken and what.
But remember, Michael said when they asked him, "Are you Are you? He said something to the effect that Republicans buy sneakers too. So even though that black people, I agree with certain major artists when they say black people shouldn't all be Democrats. You shouldn't just be Democrat just because, I don't believe that. You know what I mean? If you're going to vote, if you believe in voting, which is another topic we got to touch on, if you believe in voting, you should really listen to both sides. Even though you don't want to.
The problem isn't the Republicans haven't done anything, when they have been in power, they haven't done anything for the minorities, really. Like anything to really, all they think about is tax cut, which benefit the rich. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, if you don't do anything, if you don't do anything for the communities that are, minorities, and that anything that's going to benefit them, they're going to go one route, which is the route that does something for them. You understand? It's not a coincidence. It's not something that they just chose. They're like,
but it's picking the lesser
of the Democrats. They're not.
It's picking the lesser two evils. Like we went into depth about this when we talked about democracy and democracy and what's the other goddamn
regimes?
Government? Yeah, regimes.
You're talking about
Dictatorships. We went into that. I think with Democrats and Republicans, is picking the lesser of two evils. Like you're picking the lesser of two evils.
Stepping off of basketball, so we got.
Anyway, we going back. We try to find our way back to culture
because that's the problem. You want to dissociate basketball, the actual game of basketball, with
culturally what's happening,
outside stuff. But which is right. Yeah, I understand the standards.
Which so you agree with me?
I understand. The thing is, I can't.
Come on, Rich.
I have to stay in the court, though. In the court, I have to stay
on the court.
Yeah, on the court.
You have to stay on the court.
Yeah. So
on the court, even on the court, the numbers at this point is better. He's never been this good for this long. 6-0 is what everybody's saying. Somebody on one of these platforms said, "Tell me why Jordan is better than LeBron, other than saying 6-0 in the finals."
Because
other than saying those words, how can you? You can't. That's the only argument.
Jordan had the killer instinct, man. That's what a lot of people don't.
LeBron got more game winners than him.
Listen, that's not
You talking killer instinct? See,
LeBron. Listen,
that was a brilliant
Jordan
point.
had the heart, man. You know
that brother. I forgot his name.
Jordan had
the brother Nick Wright. He said, "Tell me another argument besides 6-0." Statistically, that you can prove. Statistically,
heart.
You can't. No.
LeBron played when he was 18. Started at 18. Jordan didn't win his.
Whose fault is that?
Well, you don't worry about fault. We're talking about.
If I'm good for 10 years and you just got good, that's my fault.
But Jordan was good when he was in college, man. He's been a champion since college, man. He won.
But he wasn't as good as LeBron
because he was a game-winning shot in college and won the chip, the national championship.
He wouldn't have went straight to the league. He would have went straight to the league then.
But that wasn't the thing back in those days.
He wasn't good enough.
You had to play 4 years or 3 years.
He wasn't good enough. He wasn't good enough.
Good enough.
If he was good enough, he would have went straight to the league.
Because it wasn't done. It wasn't the thing to do.
No, what you mean? Catch been doing that.
It wasn't. No. It wasn't.
Oscar Robertson went to the league from high school.
The typical thing was to play 3 or 4
What's
years.
What's his name? Moses Malone, I think, was straight from.
Bro, it wasn't done like the way that you should do it, like the KG and all of them.
No.
It wasn't done.
Before Jordan did it. What you mean?
But
Moses Malone and Oscar Robertson.
Those are rare.
But exactly. LeBron is rare.
No. When LeBron did it, everybody was doing it. Almost everybody was half.
No. Melo didn't do it. Wade didn't do it.
Some dudes.
All these great players from this era didn't do it.
But they were doing.
KD didn't do it.
Now they're doing 1 year. Melo did what? 1 year?
But listen,
or 2? What? How many years he played?
Melo played 1, but he won the championship. But anyway,
it wasn't as popular to come straight from high school into the league back in those days, the Jordan days. The proper thing to do in those the way.
If you're nice enough, you go.
The way into the league was to play 3 and 4 years into college, and then go into the league.
Might play 2 years.
You know that's how it was, man. So let's not get off course, man. You know that's how it was. Jordan played, won a championship in college, went into the league, had some hurdles. So I
don't think he was good enough. Goddamn it,
he wasn't good enough.
He wasn't good enough. Right. LeBron has been better for longer. You can't give me an argument statistically. You say heart.
Statistically, he's gonna have all the numbers because he played more years, bruh. He played more years. Statistically, Jordan
but he's been better for longer
because he played more years. He amassed a more amount of numbers than Jordan. Jordan was playing around with, retiring, coming back. Jordan, Jordan would have won at least 8. I'll give him at least 8 if he wanted to retire, man. 8. All the experts, everybody talk about Stephen A.
At least 8.
They say
I'm talking hypothetical. We're talking about what happened.
Well, listen. That if Jordan wouldn't have retired, most people agree. The people that watch basketball, the people that examine the game say if Jordan wouldn't retire, he played with the Bulls all throughout the 90s.
If I was 6'8", I would be
8 championships. It could have been 10, but I would be humble. I would be humble. I'm gonna stay at 8.
They're crazy.
8.
Let's move on.
Straight.
Let's
straight 8. Come on, man.
Let's move on. We're gonna touch on this.
Greatness do you want?
We're gonna touch on this LeBron thing because we
never lost. Never won to a 7 game. Never. He's 6 games.
He's playing against lesser shooters.
Oh my God.
He's not playing against as great players. Everybody that LeBron go against.
Hand check.
Wait. So wait. Hold on.
There's a big pause there.
People, no, because
hand check.
I'm not gonna make other people's point that they made about this, but these guys on ESPN and Undisputed, not just ESPN, and I'm not plugging ESPN. I'm gonna cut that. But my bad. Guys say hand check and help them in both ways. He got all these defensive players of the year because he could put his hands on people too. So people say LeBron never won defensive player of the year because LeBron couldn't put his hands
on him too. So it goes
both ways.
Both ways, yes.
So to me, all you scrap
still
all of that.
Tougher, still
it's
tough.
all equal. You can't say still tough.
That rule makes it tougher. Just the fact that you can just
LeBron's big and strong. LeBron would have done the same thing. Anyway, we're gonna talk about another topic in
the stuff out of court. Jordan, of course, he didn't do as much as LeBron did.
Or
still doing.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. An exceptional human being.
But do you agree?
This community, way better human being than Jordan. As far as when it comes to community service and stuff like that, I'll give it to you. On the court, he wasn't the best player. He was not the best player.
Do you agree that we should change the standards?
It could come with when you group everything together and put everything in one box as a player.
Is that a win for me?
What makes everything a great? Well, Muhammad Ali. Even though he was a great boxer, a lot of his attributes were because of the stuff that he did outside.
Absolutely,
the boxing ring. So it makes him even greater. So in a way, I'll give you that. I'll give you.
We're 6 minutes over, but
LeBron's great community service.
You want to touch on something else? I want to touch on, since we're in New York, we got to give our New York fans a little something on Carmelo Anthony. You know what I mean? New York fans, like we got fans like that. But him going to Houston, I got to take on Melo. I mentor kids in my neighborhood that play basketball. I train a couple kids, get them ready for the next level, whether it be going into high school or going into college, and I train a couple of them, and we talk about different players, and some of them love Melo because they watch Melo play in New York, and I always say Melo's approach to the game has been his problem why he hasn't succeeded in the NBA. He's won Olympic medals. This
is one issue we agree on.
He hasn't been a winner because his approach to the game. He didn't take his nutrition, I think, seriously in the beginning of his career.
Never.
And his off season as serious as he should. And I love Melo. He played here in New York.
I've never been a Melo fan, man.
I've
never been a Melo fan, to be honest with you.
As a player, I love his skill set. Like, I was a fan when he was in Syracuse. Syracuse is in New York. Yeah, so, during that whole run, I was like, yo, Melo, you know what I mean? Like, and I love his skill set. But his game has never gotten better. He didn't become a better shooter.
He never wanted to defend.
Yeah. He tried, but he never dedicated. Yeah.
Very, very lackadaisical when it came to defense. Everything was about just one-on-one. I don't like one-on-one plays, man. I can't be a fan of those dudes, man. I cannot be a fan of one-on-one plays. I know you got a lot of ISO ball play right now, but this guy, man, I just don't.
What do you think he'll do in Houston?
Same thing.
I got hope for Melo. I like Melo. Like I tell these kids, I'm like, listen.
I don't dislike him. He's a New Yorker just like us. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you got Lala for a while. Damn. Got Lala. Come on. what I mean? Shoot.
Afro Latina. Anyway,
Him too.
Shout out.
Him too.
Yeah, for PR. Yeah, for spots.
Half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, whatever it is.
That's not a biracial person. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When you say half Puerto Rican,
that's not half Dominican. That's not a biracial person. They're black. So
let you know, we here. You understand what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah. So Melo, to me, man, I think I got hope for Melo, man. I think Melo can come back. I don't like
him. I just never like.
So you think he's gonna do the same thing in Houston?
Same thing he did in OKC, man. Same thing.
Stink up the joint.
Same thing. He don't want to be. He's gonna be a starter. He's gonna take Trevor Ariza's spot, right?
Yeah, but the thing about Melo, I think if Melo even now committed himself to defense and rebounding, he would be a valuable asset.
He just want to take right now he want to shoot the ball, spot up shooter.
He got to work on his defense. I think if Melo, I know
it's too late to work on his defense. He's not going to be a defender.
I think he's that great. I think he's that great, man. I believe in Melo, but he is, to me, he has to say, listen, all I'm going to do is defend and rebound. That's all I'm going to do in Houston.
He's a natural scorer, man. He's not
I know, but he has to, he's not going to stay in the league. If he don't be successful with Houston, this is a hot take. If he's not successful with Houston, he's out of the league. Next year, he's not. For a team to pick him up,
he got signed to a minimum contract or something, right? But he's still gonna get the money. He's still gonna get the money from
Atlanta. I think Atlanta and okay, she's
still gonna get that last.
Yeah, they're gonna do something.
Last chunk of money.
Yeah,
he's still gonna get okay. But then after this year, after this minimum contract with Houston,
you think he out the league? After if he's not successful this year?
I don't know. To be honest with you, he's about his money though. He's definitely about his money.
But do you think a team will pick Melo up after not being successful?
Houston's gonna be a success. They're gonna be right there. So he might, they might resign him again, but he ain't gonna get no big money. He's not getting no big money.
I mean, but
he might get a little raise, depending on how well he plays. I think to give him another minimum is probably a disrespect to a veteran like him.
No, but I think for him to get re-signed with any team, they have to go at least Western Conference Finals, right?
No, it all depends how well he plays and how well he fits in Houston. They got to find a formula for him to be successful. They have to find a way that Chris Paul to distribute that ball in a spot where he can just be successful. You know what I'm saying? If you got 3 ISO players. You can't have 3 ISO players in that's ridiculous, man. I mean, you see how long Harden
dribbles the goddamn ball. Yeah,
it takes about 3-4. I don't know how long.
25 dribbles.
Come on, that's just
dribbling the ball.
Now you got Melo.
But my thing is this: for him to fit in, he has to go in there and say, "Bruh, all I'm doing is defending and rebounding." He can rebound. He showed it in New York. He can rebound. He has
size. What is it, 6'8"?
6'8", strong. I mean, decently strong.
Decently strong.
He's not as quick and as fast as he doesn't work on his body like LeBron does, but he can dedicate himself to defensive end, man. If he does that,
do this, but that's not naturally.
But if he don't do it, he's not
naturally who he is, man.
We gonna revisit this.
So,
but whoever he's not. To me, he's not gonna be in the league.
Okay, let's go to how LeBron is going to work in L.A. You want to touch that?
Let's touch that.
You want to touch that? I think that LeBron, they say he's playing a 4? He's playing the 4? He's not going to play no 4. He ain't playing no 4 because, like we said about Melo, naturally he has to have the ball and dominate the dribbling and dominate the passing. He's a point combo, man. He's not a 4. He's not waiting to
I disagree.
That's not him. He's gonna try it. And then he's gonna get desperate. He's gonna get what? Fuck this shit. Give me the ball, and we gonna. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's gonna, bro. That's what he's gonna do. You watch.
We strongly disagree on it.
So that's going to be a chemistry they're going to have to work. They're going to try with the point guard thing, and he's going to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'm posting. No, you're not. You're not going to be posting. That's not who you've been. That's not never who LeBron has been. He has to have the ball at the top, like a quarterback, making sure, his best strength is passing. He's a passer. And, he's everything. He can do everything. But
exactly.
That's his best. To me, that's his best skill.
My thing is, LeBron can do. That's why he's the greatest of all time. The reason why LeBron is the greatest of all time is LeBron James can play any. He's a slasher. He can post up. He can play. He can face in the basket. He can play back to the basket. He can rebound. He can defend. LeBron is the greatest player. The reason, and I ask people this, I'm like, who's a better overall player between LeBron and Jordan? LeBron. I'm like, so basketball is all these things, so that's why he's better. That's another argument. He's better.
Well,
but anyway.
Overall, because he's bigger, bigger and stronger, so he can do more.
That's not his fault. There's other guys that's bigger and stronger that didn't do what he did.
He can do more things. So it's comparable because they're not too height-wise. They're not too far apart. 6'6" and 6'8". You know.
But LeBron brings more to the game. My thing is this: if LeBron said, "I'm going to post and play the 4, run the floor,"
Jordan posted all the time too. What was that fadeaway? What you think that fadeaway was? Jordan posted all the time.
But
great defender.
LeBron could
do it all too, man. Come on, man.
LeBron's a better pick and roll player.
See, we started talking about LeBron. Now you bring it back to Jordan.
All right, cool.
Why you can't stay on LeBron?
All right. Let me go on LeBron.
By the way, he's just a LeBron idolizer. So he's a LeBron idolizer.
I appreciate excellence. Anyway,
me too. I appreciate excellence. I don't idolize. I don't idolize nobody.
I can't.
I don't like fanaticism. I'm not a fanaticism fan.
All right.
I'm not a fanatic.
All right.
I was when I was a kid.
Amara, he's a fan of though.
Only that. Only the big old.
Don't get in trouble.
Hey man.
Anyway, so
but being honest though, I mean you can't lie. You can't lie anymore. We're living in the era of recorded history. Remember?
Oh my God.
We living in recorded history.
We got to title one of our podcasts "Recorded History" because we're gonna go on a whole.
Nobody can lie anymore, man. Nobody can lie no more.
Yeah.
This is recorded history.
Yeah, because there's a camera everywhere. Anyway, we got a couple more minutes. What I'm saying is this: LeBron can play he can play any facet of the game, bro. So if they're like, yo, we need you to post, we need you to slash, and we need you to defend and hit wide open threes, because you're gonna be able to create. At the end of the game, it's gonna be yours. But in the first 3 quarters, we need you to slash, post up, and hit wide open threes. Can you do that? LeBron can adjust his game to do that.
The only thing that Jordan got LeBron. The LeBron got Jordan on is the fact that he can guard big because of his size and his strength. That's the only thing that I could give the edge.
He guard all 5 positions in this era.
Jordan can do everything else, only except that he can't guard big. That's the only thing.
They say Jordan's the better scorer, and LeBron got more points.
Of course he was. That's not even a discussion.
LeBron got more points. They say LeBron
because he played more. That's why.
Because he's better. If I'm better, I play longer than you.
He got Jordan by 4 years almost. He got Jordan played by 4 more.
That's not LeBron's fault.
But it's not about fault. This is the fact.
Anyway, we're going back to LeBron. See, we be going in on LeBron and Jordan. Anyway, but that's what I think is going to work. I think they have they picked up excellent glue guys and guys that with high IQs. Like they said, I feel this is the formula to beat Golden State. Hot take. I think they're going to beat Golden State. The reason why?
Who's going to beat Golden State?
I think the LA's going to be. I think this year they have a shot. If under one condition, Brandon Ingram comes back a different beast. He has to come back offensively more polished than he was last year. He was good last year, but he has to take a step this year. He has to be able to get whatever shot he wants and score whenever he wants. If he can do that, along with LeBron, and I know Kuzma's going to get better. I'm not worried about Kuzma. Lonzo Ball can hit an open shot. They can beat Golden State because Golden State has never faced a team that have 3 guys that can guard their 3 best players and go back at them and dominate them.
So what was Houston?
That's that big.
What was Houston?
No, they didn't have 3. Listen to the guys that could get their shot and could defend.
You think Ariza couldn't get his shot?
Ariza's not a creator.
But
who does Ariza create for?
Listen.
Ariza's a defensive. Ariza's a 3-and-D guy. Come on, everybody knows that. Ariza's a 3-and-D guy.
Mm-hmm. And they lost him too. So now.
Yeah. Houston, yeah, of course they're going. Houston, to me, Houston.
Melo's not going to bring that. Melo is the opposite.
But if Melo, again, I'm gonna go back. We go in all over the place, but I think if Melo focuses on defending and rebounding, and his shot is going to come because he's Melo, he can be in the league a little longer. But if he doesn't, he'll be out of the league. Let me go back to LeBron. They have a lot of goons, not female goons.
Goon talk.
They have Lance, Lance is an underrated offensive player. He's a creator. He's a tough defender. He brings toughness. And the combination of players they have is, to me, is going to be tough for Golden State to deal with. Once they gel right and everything, falls into place, all things being equal.
Mm-hmm.
They have Kuzma, Ingram, and LeBron. Assuming that Ingram takes a step. I know Kuzma's gonna take. I love Kuzma, right?
Great player.
I love Kuzma.
This is the most talent LeBron ever had.
So these three guys can defend KD, go at KD, defend Steph, go at Steph.
It's all about KD with him.
Oh, well, let's not talk about KD.
It's all about KD.
We can have a whole show called KD.
KD done pissed off. They done pissed off the whole league. He done pissed off the whole league for everybody.
He pissed off real.
Because they can't win no more. Well, they can't win, so that's why they pissed off.
Anyway, we got that. We gotta call the show KD. Anyway, so my thing is, that's why they have a really good chance at the throne in Golden State, because those three guys are big, they're tall, they're young. LeBron, obviously, LeBron's like a young 33, going on 34, but I feel like he could defend and they could all go at their three best players. And they can't stop those three guys. And it's a mismatch on the other end. So I feel like for that reason alone, when those three guys are on the floor, with Steph, KD, and Clay, they have an advantage. And the Golden Warriors have never seen that. Okay. Assuming they develop
the Golden Warriors have seen everything thrown at them.
No, they haven't seen
it. In this past 4 years, they've been, 3 out of 4?
They haven't seen three guys.
Seen everything, bro.
No, bro. Name a team that had three guys that can defend.
You going just by that?
Score and shoot. No, I'm saying it's a big factor. The reason why Golden State's going to say because of Steph, Clay, and KD.
We'll see. And I'm not a. He thinks that I'm a Warriors fan.
Oh, he's loving this shit.
I'm not a Warriors.
Oh, he's a LeBron hater. Either one.
I'm not a Warriors fan. I appreciate how they play. I love the way they play for this modern game with the passing, with the 30 assists a night. I love that. The shooting. I love it. I love the, you know what I'm saying? But he's forgetting one thing about the LA Lakers. First of all, they're young. He's forgetting about one word: chemistry. You're forgetting about all that. You're going strictly by talent, and there is a lot of talent there, but they need that thing that everybody's trying to figure out, which is what the Warriors have: cohesiveness, chemistry. They need that. You need that in a team. It ain't just about the talent, bro. It ain't just about that. Why you think that when they form all these dudes, they put them together? Why you think that they don't work? OKC, three guys, didn't work.
Well, as the type of guys you got, I mean, we can go on Westbrook and we can talk about that.
In Houston, they put all these stars together. It's about the chemistry that they have, the trust for each other. You can't just go on talent, man, because that's not everything. Everybody's trying to catch up with the Warriors because they're a system. People need to understand the Golden State Warriors are a system. They're not just a team composed of the greatest team.
No. Listen, they can play any
player
system
that goes there.
Golden State can play any system, bro. They can play any system and be successful. Let's not act like they can't play any system. The system helps their skill set, but they can run any play and any shooting play. They can run the West Coast offense. They can run John Wooden. What's his offense? They can run anything. The triangle. They can run anything. Draymond got the ball in the triangle, and Steph and Clay and them.
Listen, you have to appreciate this team while it's still together, because this is something that you're probably not going to see again, man. This is the way they play together, the system that they play, the system that they run in. Every player they bring in, they really. It falls. Bob Myers. It's Steve Kerr. They have really.
They thrive on. Listen, nothing against the Bay Area. I love the West Coast, but they thrive on some sucker shit. We can get into the sucker shit, but we're gonna get into it later.
They thrive on some sucker shit. What are you talking about?
No, listen. See, we gotta leave that for another sports segment. But we gotta go, man. So, if you love what we talked about, man, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Perspectives on Culture. Brought to you by Indigenous Culture, which is the company, the production company. We're gonna have a lot more of these conversations, man, and a lot more topics, and we're gonna be a lot more organized. You know what I'm saying?
A little more organized. We're just two regular dudes, man, just trying to put out perspectives.
Well, they say I'm different. They say I'm crazy. That's the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're both different because, if we were just two regular Joes, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
so we met and we
have chemistry that we argue and we talk and it's passionate.
Argue, a lot of the conversations we can't really talk with everybody, but we put it out there for the people that's really interested into these type of conversations, these type of topics. people that are interested in all his, different opinions about culture, sports, perspectives on everything, life. The way we
situations. We got hot take questions.
Yeah.
We got a lot of things, man.
We're definitely, it's our first show. We're definitely gonna be better organized next time. We're gonna be a little more fluent. You know what I'm saying? We just have to get the butterflies
out.
You know what I mean?
And it's out.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks to
sugar maple, man. Sugar maple. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Anyway, my man Rich, thank you for coming through.
Of course, baby. Know what I mean?
So that's it, man. It's our show.
Peace out.
Peace. Oh, shit. That shit was lit, man.
Damn. Shit. You got a lot of shit out the way, though, man.
Yeah, man. God damn. Memory card is full. 32 gigs, bruh.
Oh, man.
32 gigs.
We started off a little slow. I didn't like the start, man.
Yeah, I didn't like the start, but we can I'ma chop it up. Either I'ma chop it up in pieces. I'ma just chop it up. I may put out the whole thing because I gotta stop this.